Hey everyone, welcome back to the Summer 2014 European Challenger Series Round of 10 play-in. We're now seeking our third ranked team to survive a best-of-1 match and continue on in their quest to become pro gamers. Will it be Lublin Shore, or is it going to be GG Call Nash?
I like GG Call Nash's name.
Yeah.
A lot.
They have a good logo, too.
Lublin Shore, they are not unfamiliar faces. This is MYM's team, but with some augmentations to it.
Sure.
We have Pulse's top and jungler, we have Jokies, and we also have Kikis. And then also we have Take Fun, who joined Mouse Sports near the end of last Challenger Series.
Yeah, Mouse Sports was the old name of the Lublin Shore lineup. Now, meanwhile, just to round out, Mockler and Libic still there at the bottom lane. These guys have been playing together for like 3 years now at this point.
Yeah.
So I think they're, I would posit they're the longest standing duo lane in League of Legends competitive.
Does that count like all Challenger too?
Yeah, I feel like these guys. Well, so like competitive meaning you played in some kind of stream tournament at some point in general, like Go for Law, whatever it is, right? LCS of course counts. But Libic Mockler have been playing together for like 3 years or something like this.
Yeah, they had that.
Devil Lift Alpha is new again, right? TSM switched out their bottom lane a couple of times recently. Cloud9's just new in general. Like all the European squads, right? Reckless recently joined. Gambit, Edward was gone for a while. Like, I think this is the longest standing duo lane in LOL.
Ever.
Yes. Legitimately ever. The game's only 4 years old. Yeah. When you're holding me over 3/4 of it, you pretty much got it. Yeah. If you've been duo-king with a friend and you're playing AD support, props to you then if you've been doing this for 4 years.
Yeah. Dang, that's some synergy right there.
That's some synergy.
All right, so talk about GG Call Nash now. You just touched on Lublin Shore, and everybody knows who they are. They're MYM. They had a lot of presence in the last 2 Challenger Series.
Yeah.
But GG Call Nash, completely new faces across the board here. Yeah. I want to talk about Gob in the top lane. He had a 20 KDA in his round of 20 game versus the 3-day-old Jokies, who joined this team 3 days ago for Lublin Shore. Yeah. And he put up the worst KDA on his team, playing Jax with a 2.67. So Jokies, he has a lot of synergy with Kikis. We're going to have to see what they end up doing here, but that's going to be one of the deciding lanes in this matchup.
Yeah.
Want to watch GOB and see what he brings to the table.
The other thing to point out as well is that Narcus is a Fiddlesticks jungle main, and that was the first ban, and unfortunately don't get to see it. I want to see a team let it go through. I just want to see GG Call Nash win just to see them get the Fiddlesticks jungle out there, because I love the guys who play different champions. But we won't see it today, unfortunately. We'll see the rest of it come out at some other point in time. But Fiddle, Evelyn, Elise, 3 jungle bans, all aimed. And unsurprisingly, they're all mage bans. It's all mage junglers aimed at Narcus.
Yeah, and it looks like
what he plays.
Mage junglers, he loves that AP. He loves magic damage. Of course.
You said magic didn't exist, you liar.
Said magic as in like the sense.
No, too late.
Wow.
No. Either way, first pick.
Magic damage exists in the game. In the fantasy realm.
Okay. Whatever, man. First pick Twitch comes through for Lublin Shore, though. Mockler, to me, the strongest stand-up member of that team, did play it yesterday. He's got his Twitch again.
Yeah, he went 10-2-8 with a 9 KDA on that Twitch. He's doing really well for himself, and he's a Twitch player. He knows how to whip that out and how to assassinate people. He carried the game.
He did. He really did. He was the main reason that team won the games at all. GG Call Nash, though, they're going to move in the insta-lock onto Thresh. Once again, early Aurelia pick there on the top lane. This is Europe's new top laner, man.
Yeah, it really, really is. It stops them from prioritizing Ryze, who does really well against things like Renekton and Shyvana.
Yeah.
Mundo has kind of fallen off, but he's still a really, really strong top laner. He does really well against all the current meta tops. He's very relevant in the late game. Brings a lot to a team fight. Very, very durable.
Yeah.
Don't know if we'll see him here today, but the fact that they pick up the Thresh means they take it away from Libic, who had a 3-0-16 performance on that yesterday in the round of 20. But when you pick up Thresh, all of his moves are very telegraphed. You got to pick up the Morgana as a counter for the Black Shield.
Very smart choice there for Libic to play that one. I want to see what else gets picked up right there, because I want to see what Narcus' fallbacks are. In solo queue, it's Master Yi and Vi. I want to know how much Mastery is going to work in this type of composition. I think Morgana is actually pretty good against Yi. Pretty easy to land the binding. You kind of lock him up and you then become sad. But it's taking all the time in the world for GG Call Nash to actually pick that champion. Whereas it's still standing except for Lublin Shore. Morgana Twitch, very safe back line. A lot of damage available there. Shyvana, very standard top lane pick. Normal stuff.
Yeah, nothing too out of the box here for Lublin Shore.
But
Of course, MYM was never one of those teams that was like, oh, we're going to whip out this really weird pick.
They're pretty. I mean,
Very meta.
They were one of the first teams to actually play Aurelia again.
Yeah.
Like, in this season, you had Kuban played a bit, who's, again, as we said, been replaced there by Jokies, but, you know, we'll see.
Only
Going to play
been on the team
Shyvana.
for 3 days. That's, I think, the very big thing to point out.
Absolutely.
Again, the Jokies has only been on the team for 3 days. He has to synergize with everybody on the team. He's been with Kickus before, but Kickus has been on so many different teams. This guy has been on 19 teams in 19 months. You go check his Leaguepedia history, it is ridiculously long under how many teams he's been under. I went to it and I was like, okay, there's something here.
Yeah.
He's looking for love somewhere. Maybe it's with Jokies once again. He was on team with Pulse with him. And now Take Fun, newest addition to the Mockler Libic former MYM lineup here of Mouse Sports. Now, rounding out these comps, see that it's going to be a Soraka mid for GG Call Nash. They didn't pick their jungler. They're still waiting on it for Narcus.
Jungle Soraka, calling it.
Oh, boy.
It would actually, ironically, not ironically, but it would actually fit the archetype for what it's worth.
Because he plays mages.
I would be less surprised than one would expect in that case. Kickus is going to get Lee Sin jungler, though, his most played, so a great pick for him. Lulu mid is going to come through for Take Fun. And will it be Yi? It's the hover right now. There is a decent amount of synergy just by the fact that you've got other divers, and Thresh and Rocket can help you stay alive. I could see it.
Yeah.
They don't have a tank until super late game with Aurelia.
And Shyvana just becomes naturally tanky so easily that you're going to have to
destroy that backline.
Soraka get a little tanky, Aurelia get a little tanky. But the fact that their peel for Jinx is really just Thresh may be a problem against a Twitch.
Here's actually an interesting thing right there, though. So Shyvana's actually pretty easy to stuff with Flay, but you can Black Shield her. So if you Black Shield Shyvana, she's like in there 100% of the time, no problem. But no one else can follow. Lulu, Morgana, like Lee Sin maybe you can safeguard in, but like Jungle Lee Sin's not high damage. So there's a chance just that she stays safe anyway. It's not Pantheon Shyvana, it's Lee Sin Shyvana. It is going to be Master Yi jungle, by the way, so Narcus is going to fall down that far. London Shore basically guaranteed he had to play that champion, and if the comp works out fine, they can survive the champion.
Yeah.
Kick him away with Lee Sin, things like that.
Yeah, and the thing here is that Loveland Shore has a lot of engagement tools, but also disengage.
Yeah.
Like, if Shyvana jumps in and you go ahead and use Wild Growth on her, everybody around her is going to be slowed, and you can go ahead and close that distance. You make yourself have the Black Shield.
Yeah.
You can get to the back line, no problem. They get slowed. Kickus, he can go ahead and assist you. And then the fact they have Twitch, who can show up pretty much anywhere and has pressure once you see him like leave the map, leave the lane, be anywhere. Schrodinger's Twitch. And he shows up right next to you.
Which lane is he in? All of them. It's TP1 Twitch potential. It's always one.
Oh God. He's just extremely scary to deal with. But then the lineup here that we had for GG Call Nash. Target bans with the jungler.
Yeah.
They kicked the puppy on that one. Now he's on Master Yi. So he is going to have to show up big for his team because Master Yi in this composition is very easy to shut down.
Yeah.
You have the Morgana binding. You have a lot that you can do to him. You can silence him so he can't Alpha Strike, which is his main or really only ability to negate damage aside from Meditate. You can get him out of the Meditate with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do to that Master Yi, and they forced him onto that pick.
Yeah, and so now it's going to be, can they get the flanks? Master Yi is great at 1v1s, 2v2s. Like, he's great at small engage fights. He can get in there, get the kills, get out, or just keep going.
Yeah, if he can get on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, if you can. Problem is, you've got Lulu Wild Growth, which is so good at stopping Yi. It just does a lot. In fact, you buy enough time, Twitch could re-stealth in the fight. If he doesn't queue to open the battle, he can leave it up and say, okay, Yi's on me, stealth, get the Lulu knockup, peace out. And now you've got a Highlander Master Yi in the backline with no one to hit. Like, there's all kinds of weird ways this game could play out, and it's really about how the teams execute. That's really what it's down to. I think both comps can work if you play them the way that your team wants to play it.
Yeah, and I do like the strategy here from Loveland Shore to go ahead and say, hey, you know what, we want to force him onto Yi or Vi, see what he picks. It is the old Feral Flare with the 30, and it's fine.
Sure.
But
other thing to keep in mind, actually, part of the reason that Vi fell off fairly recently is that Morgana got popular.
Yeah.
Vi is even more telegraphed than Thresh is.
Yeah.
And if you thought it was easy to block hooks, dog, you can block Assault and Battery. Not even hard.
Funny thing is, though, if you Assault and Battery and the guy uses Black Shield later, you actually increase the duration of Assault and Battery.
Huh.
Because the person is in the air when you use it, and they slowly float down.
Because they don't get the knockdown doesn't trigger. That's interesting. Okay.
They float down.
Do you think it's actually visual, or is it really longer?
It's longer.
You're certain?
I am positive.
All right.
I've
trust
done it
you.
many times.
I trust you.
As a Vi.
You missed the black shields a whole lot?
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
No, I actually have only played Morgana like once or twice as a support. She's extremely fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you conjunction it with Elise. But this person played Vi a lot. That happens very frequently.
They just missed the black shield slightly, and
It
you're
also
like, oh.
happens with Malphite Ultimate, I think.
No, that should be
No,
standard.
no. It doesn't anymore. It used to.
Vi's would be special. It would be two. It'd be 2 knockups, technically.
Yeah.
One that sends you down. Okay, so battle lines right now. Line of scrimmage, old school style for Leblin Shore. Mockler spazzing out, back and forth. I guess Twitch would be the ideal champion for that. Kind of a spastic champion in the first place.
Yeah, I love his visual update.
Dude, it's my favorite one so far.
It's
I love his
so
quotes.
good. His quotes?
Yeah. It's like, I have more where that came from.
You mean
Seriously,
the
I
Twitch
carry
chat?
a lot of ammo. Yep, Twitch chat. I love Twitch chat. Here we go, guys.
Trolling each other.
It's glorious.
Trolling trolls,
Hey,
trolling
man,
trolls.
Kappa team is later today, okay? Save
Yeah,
it
they
for
are.
them.
So Kick us, they're invading
no!
right here, but there's 2 there.
Oh, only 2.
Yep, it's not the same game as the first one. They saw it. Oh,
True.
Oh, who wants to go for it?
There's the Q. Actually, it's been revealed, though, so
Hey-o.
Narcus knows about this. Nice trinket on the wall. Here we go. Both guys are going to have a lot of vision. You look at that. Narcus actually already starting the camp because he knows they're going to actually control that, but looks like they're going to be okay. Tio can make his way over. A lot of trinkets used. These guys are really fighting for this top jungle right now. 2 versus 2 straight up.
He's trying to pull it. Oh, nope. The lizard.
All right, Narcus trying once more. And the real big thing here is actually the mid lane,
Yeah.
is who can push better, because that's going to guarantee a 3v2 or missed CS.
Well, also level 2. Who hits level 2 first can bully the other person out, then go help.
It can be.
Look at that.
Take Fun's winning.
Asserting the dominance of the Lu. He hit 2 first.
Oh, man,
This is it.
Ignite down as well. The Q is going to land. Summoner Heal forced to be used, but 100 health right there. If they buy enough time, they can pull him back in.
Yeah. Immediately, Take Fun doesn't actually go up to it, and they instead go for GOB.
Oh, man, he's been forced away. This is Leblin Shores. They split them up. They got the damage down to 1 guy. There's almost no way Call Nash can actually pull this one back, I think. Unless something crazy happens, but this should be the advantage.
Take Fun is low on mana. Ooh.
The trinket's timed out, but
They
he's
timed
smited
out
early.
at the same time. It's great.
That could have been really, really risky, though. Mockman getting some good damage there. Briggles and Squeeze. Right now, only down 3 CS, but this could get rough for them.
Briggles and Squeeze. That just sounds like a great duo bot lane right there.
Yeah. It's like a crime drama.
Briggles
It's like
and
a
Squeeze.
70s detective show.
One of them dies. No, he had 2 days till retirement.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Okay. That retiring.
Yes,
This is actually the fight to not retire.
Yeah.
This is the fight to do the opposite of that. Join the LCS. So Narcus, level 2 there, has his blue buff. Did get counter jungle to start out. Took about 2 minutes, but it happened. Take Fun here. Looks like Tio didn't even back. He managed to sustain his way back up, so even has the mana pool to keep himself in a decent spot.
Yeah, Take Fun used a lot of mana in that early trade to the point that he didn't have any harassment left in him, and Tio hit level 2, immediately got himself the ancestral healing and got himself back up.
Okay, so level 3 and 3 versus 2 and 3. Small lead there to Leblin Shore duo lane. The Puddle plus Twitch Flask coming down. I actually like a little synergy there, because the slow makes you stay in Tormented Soil a little bit longer. It's not massive, but like it's like that 1 extra tick or 2 that sometimes pays out.
Yeah, 2 ticks will be something like an auto attack or pretty close to 1.
Yeah, you get like 30 damage out of it.
It's a 3 buff start here for Kikis, and the fact that he gets a red for an even longer duration on Lee Sin, at this point in the game is going to be really good for him. And that's his most play champion. He knows how to work that. And now Narcus, the Feral Flare, having been denied a stack.
That's true. Plus the fact that he just sat there for a minute trying to battle for it.
Yeah,
that's
well,
actually even more.
You got to fight for it. You can ask Kobe about that one. There's a video of
You
him
can't just leave.
fighting for a buff forever.
Yeah.
You can't back down. At that point,
That's admitting defeat.
it's about pride.
Exactly. Matt, imagine if Rengar was fighting for pride.
He's the pride hunter.
Yeah. That's just weird.
Hopefully he'd win because he has so much experience,
You'd think.
but
He's fighting for his family.
Rengar have a
A
family?
pride of lions.
Oh.
Mockler and Livik now going to be pushing up the turret.
Surprised you know so much about pride. Considering
man.
you don't seem to have it.
Touché, sir. Here we go. Makler, though, took a turret shot. Hook. Nice black shield by Libic. That was mandatory. That guy could have died.
And then he actually ends up trading pretty much equal with Jinx there. So, Briggles gonna have to see if he can get himself back into this. Has used his potion, whereas Mothra has not.
Well, that's actually a pretty big lead, and you can see a 10 CS difference as well, which means I guess to actually build differently, but Mothra gets to recall first for a Cutlass well before Briggles can get a BF sword. I want to see if Level Short can actually abuse that at some point and use the item lead for something.
And look at this, Kikis, he's just constantly invading, shutting down the Feral Flare.
Yeah.
Talking about items, he's not going to have that one for a very, very long time. And it's exactly what you need to do. And the fact that it is a Master Yi, you can go ahead and shut him down pretty early before he has Highlander.
Yeah,
look at that. He's gonna be sad.
Yeah, pre-6 you can't fight Lee Sin, especially Lee Sin with red buff, who managed to again claim both of them. Because that Briggle's actually forced to stand on the entire tormented soil right there.
Briggle's
the last
hit back.
Yeah, and early he's gonna get Vamp Scepter and like maybe boots.
He's also down 14, 15 CS at this point.
And he's gonna miss that entire wave under his turret. Like it's a massive lead right now for Love Shore's duo lane.
Yeah, look at that, Doran's and a Vamp Scepter. Doubling down, making sure he can stay sustained. Look at that. He's harassing him. It's harassment. Get out of my jungle.
He could take that fight. I think his teammates going to call that bottom lane is gone.
Yeah, he doesn't know where the bottom
is winning.
At this point. Oh, Makler's taking some turret shots.
Oh, they've proxied another wave right there. Level 5.5 for both these guys. Looks like it will be a quick recall for the Level Shore crew in this one. Not going to miss almost any gold or XP because of how far away the next lane is, or wave.
That's why you proxy, is so that you have more time to back, and they have to deal with a whole nother minion wave before yours even meets theirs.
Absolutely.
They also usually face tank a lot of damage, too.
They can. Or you let the turret take it, and you last hit on a turret afterwards.
But then your turret takes some damage, too.
Yeah,
and it
sure.
gets even weaker.
Something does get hit. Absolutely, you're right about that one.
As long as you know where the enemy jungler is, which they did there, because they had tabs on him via Kikis, it's always safe. The proxy farm is always beneficial.
Absolutely. So we'll put on this one. Looks like the wave does reach the turret pretty early, though, and it's going to be a couple CS missed in that one. But again, it's Cutlass, Boots versus Vamp Scepter, Doran's Blade. So item lead absolutely here for Level Shore. They've got about 7 extra damage, more lifesteal, and more movement speed. Plus the Tier 2 GP10s on both these supports. So we'll see the damage can keep going through for Libic. Kikis wants this blue buff. They're both going to actually have a ward here, or sorry, red buff. They both got a ward down, level 5 versus 5.
Yeah, Kikis doesn't know that he's seen by Makler, but at the same time, they're converging. GOB, dueling Jokies, he can't right now.
Yeah, the Shyvana's stronger. He got the inside track as well. Now, how good is your Q Smite Q? There we go. He's in the brush. There's no way to steal this easily now. Smite Q, there we go. Good steal.
Denying so many stacks here and so much experience, buff, and gold from Narcus. Like, they're seriously, they're not just kicking the puppy now.
Yeah. They're kicking everything.
Euthanize it.
Oh, man. Euthanize the puppy? That's a really rude tactic. Poor guy.
Well, that's what they want to do. They want to move on in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Narcus, he's being shut down. Look, they're even looking for more. He's trying to go for it.
Ooh, forces Master Yi to grab the blue buff in that one. So, but that's no blue now to Soraka. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Actually, Narcus is going to hit level 6 first because of that. And now Kikis is like, all right, he doesn't have Smite. Time to take the dragon.
Absolutely great call. The bottom lane already winning as well. Shoved up to the turret so they can rotate over here easily. It will be CN. Uh-oh, Squeeze putting a little bit too far forward. Ulti comes in from Libic as well. Big damage comes through. The Wish comes out from Soraka. It's not going to be able to save him, though. Or will it? Looks like First Blood does finally come through to Lulu on that one. The knock up there. Libic flashes the wall and stays safe, but the ulti going to claim one back.
Narcus missed his flash there and couldn't follow, but it was a good ultimate there. The Super Mega Death Rocket from Briggles coming up big. Almost getting Kikis, too. The Dragon did not get completed, though. They had to pull off of it. The Wish Heal, the amount of durability that Soraka was able to give to his team was immense.
Gotta say, that kept them in pretty good spots, but look at that. Narcus does smite away and steal the red buff, so a level lead now for this Master Yi. He's been getting counter jungled, but still has some pretty good CS. You can see 37 to 26.
Oh,
in
Narcus
minions.
Going after Makler.
He does not have stealth. He does have flash, though. He's going to keep him safe.
Nice little juke there. It's always a little alarming when you have to move towards the enemy to juke his kill shot. You're like, sometimes it's worth it.
A little nerve-wracking, but it's the right choice.
Now Kikis. Still down in experience, but he's been making moves for his team across the map. Still down in CS, but he's been getting the big ones. Trying to deny the CS from Narcus, making sure that he can't get that Feral Flare at the time that he wants. But he has just been on a warpath for that item. Because that's when Yi just starts to get going.
Yeah.
That and when you get Blade of the Ruined King on top
You get the
of
flare stacks and you go for it. What you need. Ruined King typically the choice there. Gob and Joki's in a battle. 10 minion lead though to this Aurelia. We keep him in a pretty good spot on this one. Sheen plus Zerker Greaves. Uh oh, here comes Lee Sin though. Good stun under the turret though.
Oh, got another.
Q. Oh, the kick back. Wow, the disengage. That was rather close on both sides.
The nail biter from both of them. Now we see Take Fun taking over that mid lane, taking the fun out of it. He's going straight for it.
Winning the lane by 12 minions.
Oh, the flash, the lantern.
Play. The lantern didn't oh, he does get him in. Okay, wow, sorry, I missed that slightly. There we go. Livic, though, getting locked up. Huge damage comes through. Kill picked up by Briggles. The hook gonna land on a Moxley. That's gonna be another kill easily picked up there. They give that one over to Jinx. And GG call Nash with the Master Yi jungle, making it work.
So he took the lantern, and at the same time in transit off the screen, he used Alpha Strike.
That's
the 600 range. Was able to close the distance via that. It's a good play there to get that lantern back. And oh, he's gonna go for it.
He's trying to wait out the Q. Okay.
He's waiting for it.
There's no flash. Kicks would have to ward hop. He doesn't even try.
Doesn't have vision.
Yeah, true. Nor wards. Well, he had a pink ward, but didn't want to go for it.
Not worth at that point.
Yeah.
Give up a kill and 100 gold from yourself.
Yeah. I think you should never try unless you have a way of getting out.
Yes. Oh.
Because giving up, I mean, if it's like Baron to like win the game, okay, but like a dragon at 12 minutes.
This early on, yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
This early on, it's definitely not worth it.
It's like you can risk it for a flash, like whatever, but I wouldn't risk it for a guaranteed kill. That's not worth it to me. So.
Because not only do you give up the kill, you give up whatever else comes with whatever role you're playing. You're like, oh, I'm a jungler. I gave up my jungle. I gave up pressure. I gave stacks to Master Yi.
Yep.
If I'm a bottom laner and it's like I gotta make a play for it, you know, you somehow steal it.
Q over the walls. That's the limit there if you're an AD carry.
You're just like, oh, yeah. Twitch, Q's over the... Oh. Walk straight into it.
It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. Rank 1 Janna Qs. Those are the best ones.
Yeah, that... When the support steals it, then it's pretty much worth it.
That's when you know you missed the smite. Makla, though, big damage comes through there to Briggle. Squeeze gets Rune... not Rune Prison. What? Dark Bindinged up. Huge damage comes through. This is working pretty well for the Loveland Shore bottom lane there. Joki's, again, keeps getting jumped on. Gob winning these trades.
Aurelia is extremely strong just in her bases right now. We've seen the Aurelia versus Shyvana matchup earlier today. Narcus, he's going for the stacks, but what's it going to cost him?
He's going to also go for this one. Take Fun should still have Whimsy, though, but big damage comes through Ignite. There's the pop-up as well. I don't know if it's going to be enough. He gets the Soraka.
Oh.
No, the Flash E. Take Fun gets the kill anyway. Well played.
Got the flash out of him. Used his own. Oh, sorry, Take Fun used his flash to Ignite. No. Narcus didn't have his. He was trying to go to safety. He wasn't really that safe.
Yeah, Tio had already burned all of his spells. He wished he'd already summoned or healed. Ignite blocked a lot of that. So, Take Fun, 2-0-0, 123 minions. That's the only guy actually doing well for Loveland Shore right now. Like, the bottom lane, like, they're winning the lane, but in fights, it's not working for him. And CN doing better. There we go. Another hook lands. Good. Black Shield keeps him safe, but the box comes down, hits him, and it's going to be big damage. Makla forced to ulti. Good flash by Libic.
It's one of those situations where you're like, if Black Shield was earlier, then the damage wouldn't have gone down. But it was a good Black Shield after the fact.
Yeah.
He was able to avoid chompers, able to avoid box. Otherwise, it would have been death.
Absolutely.
But now they lose a lot of lane pressure, and now they're going to need help, or they're going to have to back prematurely. They do have a little bit more in the mana department, but it's still very risky. And now the fact that they have Narcus coming down, they know Morgana doesn't have flash, but she does have exhaust.
Okay, well.
Nope, never mind. He's like, it's a waste of my time. Back to the jungle. Back to farming.
Back to farming. Heck yeah. It's the way of the junglers, man. Just get the gold. Gob and Joki's. Looks like Joki's did get a recall fairly recently. Healed back up. Pickups wants to make a fight happen. Libic looks for a Q. The slow lands on a Briggles. The ulti, the Q from Lee Sin going to land. So is the Dark Binding. There is a lantern, but it's not going to be enough. Shutdown gold goes over to Mockler. He walks through a chomper, though. It's not even stale, but it doesn't matter. Lee Sin, Master Yi. Damage comes through. They find one. There's the binding. He's going to meditate there to try to tank it up as best he can. Exhaust comes through on the Twitch, but now Squeeze might just get Squozen. Damage comes through. Hook flashed away. It's going to be Mockler getting the kill. Kika stays alive.
Squozen?
Why not? Squozen.
That's what stood out to me through all that was Squozen.
Why not? Definitely a word. Tio going to make his way back to the mid lane there, but again, Take Fun seems to be there every step of the way, pushing him around.
All right, so going back to what happened in that fight, Take Fun still causing this pressure. But down bottom, Super Mega Death Rocket, kick us.
Ooh, nope.
Nope. Oh, yeah! Found him a Libic.
All right, well, Morgana's heading back bot, guys.
That's what they know. A little less HP than she would have had.
Until she spell vamps it.
Yeah.
And she'll have the same amount of HP she would have.
They got to zone her from the creeps. Make sure she can't do it.
Zone Morgana for the spell vamp. There's the gameplay right here, guys.
Yeah. So what ended up happening in that bottom lane and what caused that to happen was the fact they were pushed so far up and Squeeze did not recognize that he needed to be in a position to lantern the immobile Wriggles out if there was a possible gank. The binding went down. Just a really great play there by Mockler. He showed up right next to her. And that's the whole thing. When Twitch shows up right next to you with even a Bilgewater Cutlass to get the slowdown, especially for somebody like Jinx, you need a way to get out of there. And she didn't have it available to her. Squeeze off on the side. Not able to help.
So we have ourselves a 300 gold game. Mid lane turret goes down solo from Take Fun. He got this entire lane by himself. I don't remember a single effective Lee Sin gank really. Just had the pressure the whole time. 154 to 137. Mid lane turret is down. Big performance there from the mid laner. And now we got to see the big impact players. 100% kill participation for Narcus on Master Yi. It's a big deal. Same for Briggles on Jinx and Squeeze on Thresh. But this bot lane keeps going back and forth there. Jokies, Take Fun looking for a dive up top. They might just have the push to get the turret though.
This is the lane that's just been one-on-one for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Joby and Jokies just back and forth, 0-0-0 across the board for both of them. And now we see Narcus. He's coming up. That was cute.
There's a stun that's going to allow Master Yi to get in there. Nice Dragon's Descent gets away from it.
Oh,
but the Highlander top, big damage comes through. Take Fun's going to land a slow onto Gob. That's going to be rough. Nice knock-up as well. They go back in towards Jokies. Narcus gets the damage down he can, but they just chase onto Relic, pick up the kill. Now Master Yi's got nowhere to go. Pops Meditate, doesn't care. Double kill comes through for Take Fun. Tio forced away.
Shyvana Lulu is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
It's a matchup that people use all of the time. And the fact that it slows, that's a good black shield there.
It was a good juke, but it was a predicted juke as well. You saw the hook was actually towards the back.
Yeah. He moved forward and then he's like, oh, Yep. Thankfully, Libic had his back.
Good. It's a bot lane synergy.
Yeah.
He knew he had him.
3 years, man.
Yep.
Took him 3 years to make that move.
That's not true. He's done that before.
This is the first time he's ever actually pulled that move off. 3 years,
time in history. Can't believe it. Most important match they've played so far. Here we go. Jokies goes to knock down another turret. Yeah, that top lane, no one even went to defend. You saw the Soraka was forced away. The Master Yi was dead. The bot lane just couldn't rotate.
Nobody could make it there.
Absolutely.
In fact, they got those 2 kills in the top lane. Master Yi just having to... still not at Feral Flare just yet. Around the 20-minute mark with the newer one is about average.
And Yi is still going damage. So he's at 25 stacks now, which means he's more than a minute away. He's going to do what he can to clear out his jungle, try to get as much as he can. But he's got some time to go. Wraith Camp's already dead. Wolves being taken by Tio right here. And it is going to be Ruin King Master Yi. So it's very offensive focused, which means he's got to be very worried about Lulu. Both Whimsy. It's going to be a root onto Squeeze. There comes Twitch as well. Already has the black shield, meaning no stun at all. Libic might be going down. No, he'll get the stun down to Briggles in time. There's going to be 1 kill picked up. He's going to re-engage now on towards this poor Jinx. Mockler has the cask right now. He doesn't want to go for it.
And Libic is about to have the binding back. But this is going to pull both junglers down to that bottom lane.
When Kikos walks through a ward on his way, he doesn't know about it. But it does mean that there's no required dive, just a quickly accessed turret kill. Good sweeper there by Libic, keeps that vision away. And down goes the turret. So more advantages level and short now. Almost 5,000 gold now ahead. Kikos doesn't know. Master Yi's waiting for this one. Actually, he does. There's a ward right above. Smites it away.
Twitch is right there, too.
And there we go. Narcus just falls away.
Gets the Highlander for it. Very short cooldown on that, actually. Joki's off on the side. Tio walk straight into that one.
Big damage in from Joki's. Take Fun coming by as well. Lands a bit of damage, but Whimsy was already down, so the flash of the wall keeps Tio safe. And away the team goes.
And like Pix has to catch up with that. As soon as you flash, Pix is still in the old location and has to run around. So the glitter lance didn't even land.
Yeah. Close up to the wall anyway. I think he would have lived regardless. But yeah, definitely no glitter lance thanks to those mechanics. Good point though, overall. He's rejoining the team.
Same time, Take Fun hits like a truck now. Went straight for the death cap after the Athene's Unholy Grail. 4-0. And he's got the most CS in the game. He's doing really well for himself. He's a great pickup by MYM into Mouse Sports and now into Lublin Shore. He got picked up near the end last time. Didn't have a lot of time to synergize with the team. I don't remember
winning 1v1.
I don't remember him doing too well. I think this is the best performance we've seen out of him so far.
Agreed.
And Joki's only being on the team for 3 days, been doing spectacular.
Yeah. He's held his own.
They've just let him by himself, so he doesn't really have to synergize with the team just yet.
Both those guys actually. Like Kickus as well, like fairly new to the roster on top of that one. And yeah, it's like they've all been doing their solo things. Lisa's been trying to make plays. Master Yi finally has Feral Flare 21.5 minutes in, so he's at that little power spike on this one. And now we got to see what happens. LBS looking to control the right-hand side jungle. They've got pink wards up in there. Baron, not as much their focus. They have some wards there, but it's right-hand side they're focusing on.
So they just banned out all of the champions from Narcus, forced him onto that Master Yi, and now they're bullying him with Kickus' most played champion, the Lee Sin. Like, look at that. Even in the middle of a fight, he's like, let's take this wolf camp.
They're moving everything they can. Again, 21.5 minute Feral Flare, a bit slow, but that has been forced on by LBS. Ward swept away. Master Yi. Chosen Skin. It's a good choice. Joki's keeps the split push up on the top, but the thing is, only thing in front of him is an inhibitor turret. Those are notoriously hard to push down. So all he's really doing is getting farm and then like maybe taking golems once in a while. So this is kind of petering out a little bit. It's giving the map control, but not really creating that much pressure.
Yeah, and look at that. Still taking it in the middle of the fight.
It's a bit aggressive. Slow Lance Narcos just gets the Lantern out. But yeah, every single jungle camp is being fought over to deny gold.
And now pushing up the mid lane here, seeing what they can do. But GOB, he wants to have something to do with this. Kick us off on the side.
They get some damage back down. Doesn't really take any major damage. Makler again finds the opening. Good flash there. Keeps the Jinx safe. Now the hook. Oh, this is not good. Makler really not where he wants to be. The rocket comes through as well. Is it going to be enough damage? It's going to be the Twitch going down. Now Livic being caught out here, but Joki's there to defend. Kick us up there on the side as well. Take Fun trying to show up for this one. It's going to be the kill onto Master Yi almost for sure. There it is. 1 for 1 so far. Now Tio being dived. Kick us forced to flash away. Gob locked in. Joki's around Livic. Looks like he will survive this one, but now Kick is very low on health. Gob can't quite get the pickup.
Going after Joki's now squeezed off on the side. Doesn't want to get hit by a Flame Breath, but there's the Dark Binding, and ooh!
Gob with the stun, trying to run away. No damage. Joki's another shield. No one refuses. Wow, no one goes down. Only the 1 for 1 overall. Nobody's got health.
They all have to back off of this. Dragon's up in a minute. They want to prepare for it. Master Yi's going to go ahead and clear that top lane. And Take Fun at the same time, doing so well for himself in this game.
Yeah, 5-0-0. Rather good score. Making things happen. Got the kill on the Master Yi a little while ago. I'm actually glad that he brought Ignite. There is actually only 1 Ignite on the team, which I'm surprised at considering there's 2 Summoner Heals and a Soraka. And even Aurelia and Master Yi heal themselves, but with only 1 Ignite, it feels like Take Fun still managed to find his own openings and make them happen.
And they end up picking up Wriggles here with the flash, but then Makler, look at that! They pull him right into the Flame Chompers, pick him up immediately with the TP. He can't get out at that point, and they just converge all over it. It's a really good play there by GG Call Nash. And Livic off on the side just gets so low, but they don't pick him up. He binding. And then he gets the shield, and then he'll binding again to just keep himself at an arm's length distance. 1 more hit, red buff tick, anything would have finished him off there.
Absolutely would have. But didn't quite have it happen, so it's going to be the team going 1 for 1 overall. Still a 4,000 gold lead for Lublin Shore. They've held this lead for quite some time. And they haven't been able to easily close the game out from that. They tried the big split push, but individual plays from guys like Squeeze turned that fight around. They're going to go for another engage right here. Hook's not going to land at all. Livic keeping himself safe. Narcus, though, gets exploded, knocked back into the team, and down he goes. Nice play. The knockdown gets through Lulu. Kick is forced to run back, but takes a big Jinx rocket. Squeeze also going to fall. No, he stays alive a little bit longer, but it's still a 2-for-1 so far. Make that 3-for-1. Jokies in the back line is killing basically everyone. Gob, one hit from dead. There's the W. Won't get stunned just yet. Black Shield about to time out.
He has Flame Breath in 1 second.
Doesn't land it. It's going to be the escape there, but still 4-for-1. Massive fight for Loveland Shore.
He felt the heat down his neck on that one.
Yeah.
And so they ended up getting him in that little choke point. And here's the thing is Narcus, once again, he's on that basically 5th best champion at this point against this composition, which punished him so much. Binding onto Yi, devastating. He can't do anything. He can't use Drain Tank at all. Then they whimsied him, made him into a little adorable creature, and you can't meditate. And then he gets kicked into the team. I said they're going to kick the puppy. He just did it there, literally. Threw him into the team. And now they're going to pick up a dragon for their troubles, and just so much gold on their back.
So pretty good stuff for these guys now. 8,000 gold. It's getting bigger and bigger. I said this last time at 4,000 gold like 2 minutes ago, so they've doubled that recently. You can see individual performers, 11K onto this Lulu. Obviously a massive threat right here. 10,000 on the Twitch as well. Even with 2 deaths, he's still doing great for himself. He's got giant damage output there. It is a team effort.
Yeah.
They've kept people down. They've won their lanes in general. The ganks have been pretty true. The roams have been good. And then it turns into team fights.
So Kikis actually has the lowest gold on the entire team, even lower than Livic. All he's been trying to do is shut down Narcus and keep his CS low. Keep his Feral Flare stats at subpar. And he's down on levels too. Take Fun. Oh, he takes it to the face, goes over the wall.
Over the wall, Take Fun, not where he wants to be. Great kill pickup right there. Goes to Master Yi, actually. Narcus going to be a big threat. Kills away some minions.
He just hooked him and like pulled him up the ramp. Ugh.
Great play.
The hill. This is no good at all, but the Jokies off on the side, they're going to get a turf themselves. Nice Black Shield.
Didn't go on that one. Good choice by Squeeze. I think that would have been a little aggressive, but a turret and a kill. It's going to put CN back in a decent spot. 6,000 gold. They've dropped that by 2K. Now, what else can these guys look for with this one? They still got 13 seconds, but it's going to be the retreat. It is sweep away minion waves for now. They've got to get more things like that if they want to get back in the game, though.
And as Take Fun's first deaths, the shutdown gold, all going to Master Yi. Lady of the Ruin King Feral Flare is trying to go just full destruction in your face. Ramp up that Feral Flare. And I assume he's going to go for a little more defensive very shortly. He doesn't have any tenacity, so the binding's going to be a full 3 seconds on him.
Yeah.
He's also going to have the full duration of the Whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a lot of problems to face as Master Yi. But look at that, he's going for GA is what it appears to be.
I think it's a very good choice. So actually, I played some games with St. Vicious a couple of weeks ago, and he actually doesn't like Guardian Angel on Master Yi, because in his words it's like, so you can revive, but then Highlander's off, what are you going to do? Because it'll generally wear off at that point in time. And I can see that point, but at the same time, as Master Yi, if you create a whole bunch of threat in the back line, and you're like, Twitch must deal with me, Lulu must deal with me, and you just buy 10 seconds for your team, it gives enough time for Aurelia and Jinx to kill people, and then show up to defend you by the time you revive, and you're instead more of a disruption threat than a carry threat. And to be honest, I feel like that's something you need. We've already got a Jinx in your team.
Yeah, that's true. They need disruption. They need it so that nobody's on top of her, nobody's pinning her down, nobody's keeping tabs on her. But I think Mockler and his playstyle is basically, I'm going to show up next to Jinx as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And make something happen.
You're going to try.
Yeah.
They're so manly, you couldn't even stomach putting it out in time.
Yeah.
I know how it goes. Don't worry. Got you. Kick-Ass once again. Stealing away Wolves. Copenhagen's sad. LBS. Trying to siege. Problem is, sieging not their specialty. They've got an immobile AD carry in Twitch. Like, yeah, Black Shield's all right, but you have a total of 2 moderate range champions, like Morgana's really short auto attacks, and they just can't bring turrets down. The problem is, their split pushing is all right, but they still got to worry about the fact that you've got picks from Aurelia, picks from, Thresh hooks and whatnot, Master Yi showing up in general. Split pushing is not exactly super easy, but they are going to find Narcus there. Big damage comes through, gets a bunch of heals, puts the Meditate on as well. Whoa. Gigantic knock up the kick back as well. It's going to be Squeeze going down for the first one. Gob also getting hit up. Joki's doing a bunch of pain. Twitch finds a second 2-for-0 in the jungle fight.
That was a huge knock-up and a setup there. Joki's going straight into the fight with Kikis. And man, was that a big, big wild growth. And they're going to get 2 turrets for this and an inhibitor, I would assume, if they just continue on a little more. These 20-second death timers are more than enough for them to punish.
There we go. It's going to be the turret, and the inhibitor is going to fall. 30.5 minutes in. Almost at 10,000 gold lead now. Loveland Shore making this one look very good.
Now looking across. They have to make it out of it, but okay. He ends up picking it up. He has the attack speed increase as he gets out of range. Look at that. Kikis jumps straight in, and boom! There's the wild growth on top of him to knock up 4 people. And then Jokis comes right across those group 4 people to just vacuum them in, create a whole bunch of magic damage, and try and chase them down. They get 2 for 0 in a very, very clean fight.
Yeah. Incredibly played by those guys. So, awesome stuff. They got the group up. And I gotta say, when you fight a Twitch, you don't want to join a team fight in the jungle.
No.
You don't want to be like kind of straggling in, getting grouped up on, and then getting engaged. Like the split pushing game and the siege defense game was working for GG Call Nash. You group up in the jungle, like that is allowing Twitch to make plays.
Yeah, and Twitch loves to isolate people and pick them off, like we were seeing there. But then at the same time, it didn't pay off for him, but he still herded Master Yi into that big clump that they were going to engage on. It's kind of like a sheep herder there, or a Yi herder.
A Yi herder.
Yeah.
A sheep herder.
Yeah, that's stretching.
Yeah, it's true.
That's stretching. Yep. Oh well.
It's more of a stretch than Zach Q.
Okay.
Why not?
It's a stretchy strike. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm there with you. I'm there with you.
Good, good.
I just don't know how much I appreciate.
You don't have to.
You went really far for that one.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a GA on him.
There we go. The engage going to come through. What are they going to find with this one? Libic forced a Black Shield himself. Pops the GA, pops the ulti. Jinx Rocket not going to land. But Libic takes big pain. He will be forced to revive.
Kikis is not even close to this fight.
And Blade Dribbler comes down. It's going to be big damage. But there comes the knockup in from Lulu and Shyvana. 1 for 0. The battle's still raging. Briggles getting big damage down. They're going to find 1 for 1. Twitch still firing in from the back lines. Getting some good pain across. Look at that double kill so far. He's going to find Squeeze thanks to Summoner Heal. Now can they get the 4th? Briggles going to get slowed down. That's going to be, the Quadra stolen away by Take Fun. But look at that. Big fight.
GG Call Nash.
Yep.
What's going on here for Loveland Shore?
Nasher is the case. No jungler alive. Going to be a pretty easy picker for these guys. 10,000 gold going to become about 12. And what a good team fight.
Even without Kikis there, you see him all the way down at the bottom of the map. There's a GA here on Libic. He just walks through the box. He's like, oh, I'm the main target. Bind onto Master Yi. He gets himself out of there. They pop his GA. And now, Kikis in route this entire time. Mockler as well. The GA bought them those crucial seconds they needed. If he didn't have that GA, this would not have gone Loveland Shore's way.
Yeah.
Jokis, he makes it out just barely, but walks straight by Mockler where everybody was running. And the spray and pray comes on to go ahead and get himself that extra range he needed to finish off the kills.
Just look how durable the Shyvana was.
Yeah.
They literally fought a 3v5. Like, Lee Sin wasn't there. They actually started at 2v5, basically. They were still waiting for this to show up. But Lulu Shiv kept him alive so much. Briggles didn't have enough damage to break through Shyvana.
Briggles' damage is not that high. He doesn't have an Infinity Edge. He just has those 3 core items that you would expect him to have at the point. He's doing all right for himself.
Yeah.
But the fact is, Mockler's been doing much better than him right now.
Yeah,
Mockler could show up
Twitch.
next to anybody in this game and just blow them up.
Well, he's a full item ahead of Briggles. He's got a full eye edge over his opponents. That's massive. I mean, they won the lane very, very early on. You saw them force the early recall. They had the item lead of Cutlass versus just a Vamp Scepter, and they kept snowballing the lane. They kept growing a CS lead. There were some fights that went back and forth. Briggles and Squeeze did get some stuff back in their lane, but Mockler's had way higher impact in fights. It just worked out for him.
Look at that. GOB going for the Zephyr and the Alacrity boots. So, obviously I'm missing something about...
It's an assassin playstyle. It's all about navigating into the back line.
Yeah, people are neglecting the Blade of the Ruined King for it.
Yeah.
So instead of having the active for the
the slow and haste, you're just unCCable, or less CCable.
They're like, oh, let's just run straight into the back line and just be a force that they have to answer to.
Yeah. Keep in mind, for a champion like Aurelia, move speed is a damage amplifier, because the less time you're walking, the more time you have to land attacked with E10 style on. So like this move speed sort of focus build is very effective and smart for Aurelia specifically.
Yeah, it's definitely working out earlier in the day. And now seeing it again.
Well, we're going to try for this one there. Inhibitor turret now under fire. The mid one's already dead. Bottom lane under siege. Baron buff will give these guys health regen, so it's going to be Makler hit
the attack speed increase in the ambush. Hook is down. Now they know that they hold all the engagement cards.
All right, there we go. Turret's going to fall. There's the engage right there from the Shyvana. Will they get much of a knock over this one? Not just yet, actually. Joki's waiting around for a while. Has to flash back away from this one, but it does mean a lot of damage comes through. Force the GA out of Master Yi. It's going to be the kill in from Kikis on the back line. The inhibitor going to be falling as well. Makler forcing people away. Goes in for that one. Won't quite find it. Priggles gets away with the flash, but it's now 2 inhibs dead. Mid lane already pushing with supers. This could be the game at 36.5 minutes.
And Loveland Shore, MYM former, looking to close out the game and make it to the round of 3, round of 8.
Gonna try though. Look at this. Gob gets in and finds 1 kill for himself. Thresh forced back, and Loveland Shore did not have enough health to keep fighting. So LBS gonna live to fight another day. Well, they're gonna try to. Kikis getting forced away. Zap not gonna land, but GG Call Nash does stay alive.
Yeah, once again, turrets coming up big. Saw it earlier in the day.
Yep.
The turrets do a lot of work underneath that Nexus. You try to dive them, you're definitely going to get punished for it if the team is even close.
Uh-oh.
Here comes GOB.
Ambush,
Ambush is now up.
Yeah, he just got stunned. He went back in. Oh, he wins the 1v1. Wow, that damage. Aurelia was so sure she could chase, she wasted the stun as a slow the chase down Twitch. With no CC, he just fired back.
And if you look at Aurelia's items, GOB, he doesn't have Aranduins. He doesn't have anything to deal with that. He just has a tiny bit of HP from the Trinity Force.
And a Chain Vest.
Yes, that's it. That's all he's got
that
to deal with this almost full build Twitch.
It's a full offense build.
Yeah.
Usually you get a defense item last. No, he's going for a freaking Yomu's Ghost Blade. Twitch has got a Brutalizer. That guy wants to kill people.
He wants to show up, pop some actives. I'm a little sad it's not Sword of the Divine.
That's fine. No one actually buys that item on that champion anymore. It's too bad.
Though.
See it on Rengar. That's scary.
Yeah. Rengar with the Sword of the Divine just pops out of nowhere and you're gone. Same thing with Twitch, though. Except your team's gone.
Yeah.
At that point.
I mean, to be fair, that's just IH Phantom Dancer.
Yeah. He pretty much
already got that.
Yeah. He obliterates everybody once he has the Infinity Edge. Once he has the crit.
Yeah.
Alongside the spray and pray rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-ta-tat-tat.
Rat-ta-tat-tat.
That's the one.
You gotta hit your T's, I guess. Look at that. GOB. Trying to apply some pressure, but Makler, yeah, he doesn't want to be caught. He doesn't want to be anywhere near this fight. He knows that there's super minions down the middle and the bottom lane. Somebody has to answer for those. And they got it. They say it's do or die.
All right, there's the engage in from Squeeze. Going to be forced back right away. The Wish comes through 1 for 0 so far. Traded back there by Aurelia, but this battle is going Leblanc Shore's way. Only Narcus really there to defend the turret. He's going to fall down as well. Makes that a 4 for 1. On to the next as they go. Leblanc Shore going to make it into the top 8. 39 minutes in. Big performances by the individual players.
3 Challenger Series, 3 times that Makler and Libic have made it into the round of 8. So they come up big every time. They've proven time and time again that their synergy is very pure, it's very good, and it's very refined. So those 3 years that they've taken, definitely paying off.
And Makler to me was always one of the shining stars of that old MYM lineup. Even back when they were in the LCS, I thought he performed very well. His teammates not always very much, but that guy was always big. Stayed in the lineup, rebuilt the team around him, played awesomely. I mean, his score overall, 12, 2, and 7 is a great mark.
He did incredibly well. Involved in 19 of the 24 kills, so not a lot happened without him being there. And Jokies, he's been on the team for 3 days.
Yeah.
3-0-12. And the fact that him and Kikis were dive buddies worked out really well because they were engaging all the time, but they've been on a team together. They had that communication down to some degree. And so the mid laner Take Fun, though, he was on the Mouse Sports roster, and he went 6-2-14. That's the best performance I've seen out of him since he was picked up.
Yeah, and he won his lane solo. Like, think about Think about how the entire game started. You had this crazy 2-on-2 in the top lane jungle, and when that happens, when it's top lane or jungler fighting over red buff, it becomes now who can win the mid lane, because they're going to go back and forth. The fact that if you're fighting a Lizard buff, it will lose you that fight, so you can't really fight until something happens. So it's the mid laners who can push whom out of lane and get in and wrap around to that battle, and that was actually take fun.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the game, got level 2 first, pushed Soraka out, made everyone else back off, and it gave him that jungle lead. It gave his team a 3-buff start because he won the lane. Largely, that's the reason here, because Soraka couldn't go and help, even though he's on the correct side of the map for it. So that started it out. The rest of the time, he's up in CS, takes the outer turret down solo, and then he's the core half of that Shyvana Lulu engage that starts every fight that set up Twitch. It was great.
Yeah, and the fact that I want to take it all the way back to champion select, where they just picked on Narcus, picked on his champion pool. You can see he was 3, 7, and 5, so that he ended up with tied for the most deaths in that entire game.
Yeah.
He was forced to pick Master Yi into a very unfavorable composition because his champion pool was very shallow, and they abused that by banning out the Evelynn, Fiddlesticks, and Elise.
Yeah, that's a great strategy. You come in, and you know who your opponents are, right? The rosters are there. You've even seen them play one game. I mean, to a certain extent, like the game's been played. And if you're on the tournament realm, you can look at match histories. So you can even actually, kind of look at the entire lineup. And then you say, okay, we can profile them on live, right? Same tools we have, and look at everyone when they play. And like, okay, yeah, his top 3 are Fiddlesticks, Evelynn, Elise, then Master Yi, then Vi. If we prioritize Morgana, we lock out Vi. We're like, he's gonna play Master Yi, and you build a comp that can deal with him. You have the Hex, you have Shyvana to knock him around. Like, if you have any kind of moderate CC, anything that's at least a displacement, you will break meditate and you screw him over.
Yeah,
and that happened every single time.
And when you're bound, it's basically almost a stun to him because you can't use Alpha Strike.
Yeah, all you get is meditate.
You just meditate. You can stand there and swing your lightsaber around a little bit, but everybody would just peel away from him at that point because a 3-second binding and the lack of Merc Treads or lack of any tenacity for himself was huge.
And that's why I talk about the displacement effects, because when you bind him, you know he's going to meditate. And like meditating in a fight is not that bad for Yi. Like, yes, he wants to deal damage, but if you're meditating against a Twitch, like, you're absorbing damage and you're going to survive and you're going to heal through it. So it's not like the end of the world. Yes, it stops his damage output. Can't say that one enough. Of course, it's very important. But the fact that you can break the meditate, then kill him. Because the only way Master Yi is going to live a fight is either he dodges stuff with Q, he isolates into 1v1s where he'll outdamage you, or he meditates. And if you break those down, then it's not going to happen anymore. So I thought that was very well played. Again, you talk about targeting him in champ select. I agree completely. I think Lublin Shore played around that very well. Awesome stuff.
Congratulations to them making it to the round of 8 again. So Mockler and Lipic are going to have to keep an eye on their synergy in the future.
Yeah, well, we'll see how they do in the round of 8 in 2 weeks. Well, 3 elimination games in a row might be too much excitement for you, but we're not stopping. When we return, it's an unprecedented 4th elimination game in a row featuring Tricked and SK Gaming Prime. Stick around.